this pair immunity challenge. I feel like a lot of pressure.
Right. How'd your team decide who was doing it?
They were like, who feels confident given the clue that Ethan gave? And I was like, well, not great, but no one wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And like Alex and I were kind of the only ones that were like, I'm okay at it. And then they're like, okay, well, we nominate you two.
Not so thrilled to see Robbie, gonna be honest, because Casey suspects that Robbie was behind their blind side. Excited to see Alex, because I know Casey was allied with Alex. I do remember, I think someone was like, Alex is a math major, so wish we had him on our team.
Oh, wait, he didn't tell us that. All right, time for another immunity challenge, a math immunity challenge, I do believe, based on your little hint. And as a matter of fact, I do like math very much so. Little fun fact, my senior year of college, I took a calculus course, a 4-credit calculus course, when all I needed was 2 credits to graduate, but I just did it for fun. The other team just told me that Alex is a math major, so I feel like if we do lose, the pressure's kind of off of me, considering he is an outward math major. I just kind of like it for fun. It's like a little, not anything serious. It has nothing to do with my actual occupation. However, I actually talked to Alex as well about Parker and what Parker has told Alex, and he knows everything. And according to Alex, apparently Parker is willing to come into this game with a clean slate for me, but I don't buy it.
I just was FaceTiming with Parker. She's like, get fucking Robbie out. She like hates Robbie because he blindsided her last game, and like, I don't know, it's hard for me to trust him because of that. I can't trust him because of that. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty confident at math. I thought about being a math major at college. I took some math classes, but it's going to be really embarrassing if we lose right after you play this clip of me saying I feel good, like I'm good at math.
Okay, but listen, pressure's off me. If Alex is a math major and we lose this, we got that's not my problem.
It's an easy one to vote out if that's the case.
Yeah. I didn't say it, you did.
You're on a different team, so I can say it right now.
Have the tribals been, I mean, we've each only had one. Were they hard over there, or was it pretty unanimous?
It was pretty split when we were there. Wound up telling who I was going to vote for to their face. And then I did a little, rallying against them. So I'm glad that they are no longer here. So they can't come for me anymore.
That'll get ya.
I was like, let me get them out first because I already done fucked up. I'm not good at math. And I was upfront about that in our group chat, but I was volunteered for this because it's been known that I'm a pretty good video gamer. So I'm hoping that it's simple. I'm hoping that it's quick and easy. But if not, I've survived one tribal council so far, so I can do it again if I need to.
Let's get started with the challenge. If you are all ready, I'll explain how it goes, and then I'll give you all a moment to strategize.
Great.
Fantastico. So this is a challenge that they have done on Real Survivor. You all see on the top, it says Malibu Barbies, bottom Teamy Sanguini. You will see in the center 25 yellow tokens, 25. At the start of the challenge, we're going to flip a coin to see who goes first. When it's your turn, you are going to decide with your teammate, do you want to take 1, 2, or 3 of these tokens? You can take 1, 2, or 3. Then the other team will go. They will decide if they want to take 1, 2, or 3 of the remaining tokens, etc., etc. We'll keep doing that till we have none left. The team that picks the last token will win immunity.
Because it's always got to be multiples of 4. So
yeah,
if they go first and they pick 2, we just pick 3 and we're down to 20 and we're good. So unless they know what they're doing, and who knows if they do or not.
And so we want them to have 4. We want us to have 5, 6, or 7. So we want them to have like 2, 3. No, we want them to have. Yeah.
We're about to do this.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Let's see which team is going first. Let's do an 8-sided die. So that is the Malibu Barbies. 1 through 4. Teamy Sanguini is 5 through 8.
Yep.
I'm going to click on this, and whatever happens, we'll go first. Okay, Teamy Sanguini is going to go first. All right, Teamy Sanguini, start off. Would you like to take 1, 2, or 3?
know what, Ethan? We'll take 3.
Okay.
What?
All right. And with that, Teamy Sanguini takes the last token with a 1. Teamy Sanguini safe from tribal council this time. We're going to throw it back to the Malibu Barbies.
No, motherfucker. Can I curse in this game? The fucking bullshit ass coin toss. I knew it. Let me show you my notes. I noted out. I found all the death numbers, 4, 8, multiples of 4, and it was we just lost the fucking coin toss. Like literally those mother. Bye, Raphael. You better go. I'm sorry. I don't feel bad. I just lost a fucking challenge and I'm pissed. Although it is nice to get intel on the other tribes, like Rachel, who I know is obsessed with me.
I'm a little nervous for Alex. Casey said that they'd been working with Alex, so hopefully it's not Alex. Sky and I and our team guessed that was going to be the challenge before we got in there, because when Ethan was giving us clues about math, I literally Googled Survivor math and was like, oh, hey, yeah, they did that puzzle in Survivor Thailand, which is a terrible season. Never watch Survivor Thailand. Just skip it. Not even worth it. You just got to keep numbers divisible by 4 and you'll win every time as long as you go first.
This was the best case scenario that could have happened. I don't think I would have survived another tribal council, so I'm happy that we've avoided it for now.
Kudos to them. We are going to tribal, which I don't necessarily feel like I'm at risk. I'm obviously gonna gun for Alex, but I'm gonna have to rely more on my social game this time, and it is what it is, and we're gonna have fun with it. So let's see what tribal is gonna bring about.
Yesterday I landed at LAX and there was a bomb threat literally at baggage claim, and then they were like, there's a bomb, and there were snipers and like the police was like, evacuate, get out, and I was like, where's my bag? At what point I was dropped at a separate location, had to like run back to the airport, and so
Oh my
I'm like,
god.
super late, and it was terrible, and I'm just like, why couldn't this bomb thing just have happened like 10 minutes later?
Yeah.
I don't even really care that there's a bomb. Like, there wasn't a bomb anyway, and I'm just like, even if there is, like, people have shit to do. Like we live in America, we take that risk every day.
I'm really glad you didn't get bombed. That makes me
Oh,
very
I
happy.
know. Then it's like, would there be tribal, like losing a member? I know it's a dark thought, but
But the season
there's no precedent.
very unprecedented indeed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a tired boy this evening.
I'm worried this is gonna like fill me with adrenaline and then I'm like not gonna be able to sleep.
I know.
It is a cruel twist of fate that we have to wait days before tribal because people have changed their minds so much. I had a whole incident with Robbie potentially throwing my name around, and then me telling people that I heard this and that it is alarming to me. And then Robbie messaged me today and was like, just full transparency, like, I heard that you were throwing my name around because Alex told you that I had mentioned your name, but Alex is a liar and like that didn't happen. But like I trust Alex more than I trust Robbie. I sorted it out with Robbie and it was like a misunderstanding, but I know that he's BSing me because I know Alex didn't lie, or I feel confident that Alex didn't lie to me.
And I told Krithy that Robbie threw out her name, which was kind of lies. Then somehow word looped back around and Robbie messaged Krithy and it's like, I caught like, you heard from Alex that I threw your name out, but I didn't. That's a lie. But I obviously can't let Krithy know that. But now I'm really worried that Robbie is coming for me.
A little late night tribal council, which is super spooky and fun. So my biggest target still is Alex in this game. Then I heard him like starting planting seeds of doubts about me to Krithy, so he's simply gotta go. However, the plan tonight, what I've been told, is to go all on Raphael. However, I've been talking to Raphael a little bit. I don't think he's a big threat. I think Alex is a bigger threat for me. So we'll see, but this could be my night to go because I'm getting a weird vibe. So we'll see what happens, and hopefully you can hear from me again soon.
Well, it is 11:34 p.m., which is about 3 hours past my bedtime. I am extremely nervous. Things got messy while we were waiting for tribal to happen. I don't like that we had to wait like in between the last tribal and the challenge and then the challenge and this tribal. I think it just like provides room for a lot of scrambling.
Yeah, I believe that the person that I'm voting for is going to be the person that will be sent home unless multiple people have been lying to me, which has happened already.
First of all, I want Raphael out because I want to split up the rest of the duos that aren't in my alliance of Krithy, Alex, and myself. We all have our duos left in the game on the other tribe. And then Raphael is the only person with a duo in the game that's outside of our alliance. So I want Raphael out so that the 6 people in duos will have the majority against the 5 singles. It's 11:30 p.m., which isn't that late, but 11:44 now. Oh my gosh.
Let's just get started with the tribal council. This is your second tribal council, if I'm not mistaken, the Malibu Barbies. Alex, I have a question. I noticed during the challenge that the vibe on both teams was super tense. Super tense. It seems like y'all put everything into it. From gathering context clues, it seems that you both figured out ways to hack the challenge, and they just out-hacked you. Is this setting the tone for the rest of the challenges for the rest of the game? Is it going to be this in-depth and intense?
Well, I would like to start with a little correction, which is that they did not out-hack us. The challenge is that there's a best possible method, and part of that best possible method is winning the coin toss and going first. And we lost the coin toss and they got first. So unless they hacked the coin toss, they did not out-hack us. And honestly, I kind of forgot what the rest of your question was. I was really focusing on that part of it. So feel free to repeat that.
It's quite all right. No, it's quite all right. I'll move on to someone else. Robbie, are you feeling the same kind of salt about the challenge that I feel coming from Alex?
I bet they would have felt the same way if we won the coin toss. It really was just came down to who was going to go first. It's certainly a bummer because Alex and I, put ourselves out there to try and win a challenge for the team, and we didn't. So I feel like an easy thing for our tribe to do would be like, okay, well, they failed, so it's one of them tonight. So that's definitely a little nerve-wracking. So yeah, I don't know. I guess you gotta risk it to get the biscuit, they say, but we failed. So yeah, definitely an interesting dynamic.
For sure. Megan, you were at this tribal council tonight. Your team fought hard but couldn't save you. Now you got to stay up late till midnight for you just to go to tribal council, and then you might even get voted off. What would be the feeling of being voted out after all of this malarkey?
It would not feel great. I had to take a 2-hour nap before this because I do wake up at 5:30 in the morning usually. So I don't know. I mean, it sucks that we're here, and it's gonna suck for anyone that gets voted out. I hope it's not me.
For sure. Kritty, are you hoping that it's just not you, or do you feel like there's more of a logic going on than just like hope?
I think there's more of a logic going on for sure. I think it's a double-edged sword. Again, this is our second time going to tribal, and it's our second time having a long gap between the challenge and tribal. So that gives us a lot more time to think rather than just a panic of like, oh my God, it's not me. It gives us time to think about what's best for us, what's best for the people we're aligned with, and whether those two things match up, because this is the third tribal total now. We're going to start having to think about things like a potential merge or, a potential swap. At this point, we have to expect things to change. And so I think it would be naive to not consider a lot of the other possibilities. And frankly, going in, I think at least on my end, I know that I have thought through my options. And it's more than just, I hope it's not me.
Got you. Raphael, how does the long time between challenge and tribal affect you? On the one hand, it's good because it gives you more time to plan. On the other hand, it's bad because it gives your enemies more time to plan.
There's a lot of over planning, I think, that happens because you think that, internally, like you as a solo player, you're like, okay, this is probably where the group is going to go. And because of the like challenges of like communicating with one another via, you know, in a message on an app as opposed to like in person or like going for walks, you know, into the forest, that those like ideas, those preconceived like notions, then you start planning them with other people, and you don't know if those people are also planning that with other folks. So it gets complicated. And then you start like doubting yourself too. You're like, oh, is this the like right connection that I'm making? I don't know.
For sure. Richie, even if you're confident in what is going on, do you think that there are still like 3 or 4 conversations happening that you're not aware of, even if you're in the loop?
Definitely. That's the big fear here is, like Raphael mentioned, the over planning. Everyone is running every scenario. We're considering merge. We're considering what are other people's relationships with each other. And everyone has a relationship with each other on this tribe. You know, we're small enough at this point, 6 of us. Everyone has probably at least messaged each other saying, hey, talking some sort of game. And you have no idea what those conversations are like, and if those conversations are tighter than the conversations you're having. So that's the big fear, and you just gotta, you know, do what you can to make sure that you'll be okay, and just keep hoping and praying.
For sure. Lastly, for anybody in the group to answer, if you like, any advantage talk whatsoever. Yes?
Yeah, for sure talk about it, but no, at least from me, no information really given, or like I have no knowledge of. I don't think there was one.
For sure. Which
yeah, if
like
anyone has it, they're being like super protective of it, because like there has been no like inkling as far as I know of anyone having it.
Okay, interesting.
We're also like, I would say we're like aware of them being there, which is like definitely a factor we have to think about. And it's kind of unsettling because we also don't know like how many there possibly are, what they could be. And like when you have 6 people, that's like not a lot of people, and like one thing could change a lot. So like, we haven't heard anything, but that doesn't mean we're not constantly incorporating it into our like decisions.
I think I've checked Cool Tree 3 at least like 4 times at this point. Like, it's bad.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Unless anybody else has anything they would like to say, I will pull you all into the voting booth. If you have an advantage besides an idol and you would like to play it, now would be the last time this tribal council you can do so. Okay. I'll pull you all into the voting booth one by one. We will see who becomes the 3rd person voted out of Zoom Survivor Season 8 Blood versus Water. Good luck to you all.
I am voting out Raphael.
I'm writing down this person with a heavy heart. I actually am a very big fan of this person, but I gotta make sure I'm set up best going into the merge.
Ooh, this is nerve-wracking.
I hope that everyone else does what is necessary. So I'm sorry. Bye.
Alex and I are going to be going at it from here on out regardless. That was always the plan, so might as well start the war now.
I'm going to be voting for Alex. I have a suspicion that he may have been the one that voted for me, so hopefully if he does get voted out, I won't have to worry about anyone voting for me again. Or everyone is going to get rid of me.
The votes are in, and I will read the votes. But before I do, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay. I will read the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final, and the person voted out will be asked to leave the Zoom call immediately. Here we go. First vote. Alex. Second vote. Alex. Third vote. Raphael. Fourth vote. Raphael. Fifth vote. Raphael. The 3rd person voted out of Survivor. Raphael. Raphael, I'm so sorry. I need you to leave the Zoom call.
Bye.
Hi, Raphael.
Hi, Raphael.
All right. You know, Raphael was voted out with an advantage in his pocket. I won't say anything more than that.
I knew it.
Congratulations on surviving this session. Thank you all very much for doing this tonight, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Ethan.
Ethan.